Property investors, boilers, where do we start? Okay, so you've always got to now, if you're looking to expand your portfolio, looking to make sure you solidify your portfolio a little bit more, making sure you want to obviously de-risk the situation to hopefully somewhat predict your cash flow each and every month, you need to make sure you've got your boiler sorted. So the refurb that we're currently doing at the moment, you may watch some of the videos and so on. Brand new full gas central heating system, really. 5 new radiators, obviously pipes throughout because there was no central heating in the property before. Brand new boiler. Now, when you purchase a brand new boiler, you've got an option to obviously add on an extra warranty or an extended warranty. Without a doubt, I tell all my mentees this, I would always rather pay that extra 100, 200, £250 for an extra, sometimes 5 years, because it's an absolute no-brainer. So to go back to the main reason for this video, one of our properties we purchased probably about 3 years ago now, I think, there or thereabouts, just a 2-bed end terrace. The boiler at the time was probably about 2 or 3 years old. It's a Baxi. Sure, it's a Baxi, which is quite a good make. Now, there's a problem with it, okay? So, we don't have a warranty because it never came with a paperwork or anything like that when with the solicitors and so on. So, at this stage now, there's an issue with the hot water, and obviously that's important. It needs to get sorted as soon as possible. Just on a side note, always want to make sure you're trying your best to look after your tenants because you want them to obviously think or know that the landlord, you, the property investor, gets work done in a timely fashion and obviously try to keep them happy. Anyway, this part now is over £450. All right, so now you might think, well, you've got to take it. That's you've really got to go right. Should we invest in another boiler for 800-900 quid, 1,000, £1,200, whatever it is, or should we get this new part? Now we spoke to the plumber who does lots of our portfolio, so I'd like to obviously believe what he's saying. This part for £450, I'm going to call it that. I think it might be 440 or 460. This part now does not necessarily mean that it's then going to get up and running. There may be another part that we need, which is probably about 120, £150. So you've got to look at it now and think, right, do we just now make the decision, get a brand new boiler, spend £800, whatever, £1,000, and then get a warranty? Or, then extend the warranty. Or do we try and throw 450 at it, then probably another 150? So if you look there, you're already into the realms of, new boiler territory. So the good thing about this property though is it was up for 135 and we secured it. We put in an offer, our last offer at 114, had a survey done if I remember correctly, reduced it by another 3,000 and we definitely paid 111 for it. So that's another reason why you always need to make sure you're locking in profit from day one. Now, we didn't actually see that profit because obviously we purchased it at 111. So sometimes you can look at it, and again, any of my mentees watching this, sometimes you can look at it and think, well, I didn't really save that. You did. It's just you didn't see it coming out of your bank account then. But in this instance now, probably about £3,000 we saved off our second offer is now going to go towards a boiler and other bits and pieces. So just always be aware, if you've got the option to go for an extended warranty on a boiler, I would always go for it. If it's £200 and it lasts you an extra 5 years, just do the maths on that. It's like £40, 40 quid a year. 4, 8, 12, 60. Yeah, so it's like £40 a year, less than £1 a week, just to have that peace of mind. So if any of my mentees are watching this, or anybody that's obviously an active property investor or considering becoming a property investor and so on, of course, passive income is fantastic. It's lovely to see when all the rent's dropping and obviously you're left with a nice chunk of cash flow. But on the flip side, be aware that it's not always that all the time, okay? It's running a business. So there are going to be expenses. There are going to be expenses that you can predict. There's going to be line item expenses. But at the same time, there's going to be expenses that you can set aside money for, but you don't know when it's going to happen. So another thing, actually, with this property as well. So there's some water ingress somewhere on the rear elevation. It's coming in through the kitchen. So we need to find out exactly where that's coming from to make sure we get that sorted. So it's always in your best interest to obviously make sure that your offer, you're happy with your final offer and that you're locking in profit from day one. Now, I know, like I said, I'm sure we purchased this 2022, August-ish. So if you're watching this video, it's 30th 30th September now, 30th of September 2025. So we've had it over 3 years now. So what I'm trying to explain there is on that street now, the properties are probably worth. See, I always look at it from how much I pay versus how much are they up for. There's some up there for 150s, 160s, some that are really nice spec 170. But again, there's always going to be that ceiling price because it's a two-bed terraced on like Coronation Street's on an old cobble road. But the main point I want you to understand from this video is, hopefully you've subscribed. Make sure you subscribe to this channel for us, please. Do us a favour and subscribe to this channel if you value the content. You need to always factor in a lot of money for boilers for when they go and so on. If you're a plumber and you're a property investor, you should be absolutely, really killing it. You should make sure that everything's all up to date. The gas safety is done as it is anyway, but they're regularly serviced and so on. And you will be able to save a lot on the parts and obviously the fitting and so on. So if you've got any people that are plumbers on this, just think that the thing that's going to cost us now £450, maybe £600 plus fitting would cost you probably obviously a fraction of the cost. So just be aware you can sometimes fall into the trap of stepping over pounds to pick up pennies, thinking, oh, I'm not going to spend that £200 to extend the warranty. It's a false economy. So of course you don't like outlaying any more money, but I like to outlay that 100, 150, £200, whatever it is, for that peace of mind. So just be aware of that, everybody. Keep taking steps further forward. And again, if you're interested in the Black Belt Property Academy, check the link below. Have a look on the website. And like all my mentees, really, I'm only working with people that are committed, that want to grow, that are obviously interested in developing the mindset and so on, setting themselves goals. So yeah, if you think that's you and you want to take steps further forward, get onto the website. I'm called Dervish Dervish. The website is dervishdervish.com. Yeah, I'll say that again if you never watched any of my videos. Dervish, then .com. Check out the property business education page. But do me a favour one more time, if you haven't already done so, subscribe to this video, subscribe to the channel, and like the video. Good luck. Keep investing in this mindset. And I say this a lot. I will try and smile next time, okay? Good luck.